Hey, hello, good evening. Today is the 13th of November 2023, starting with vlog number 26. Here it goes. I'm some days further ahead in time. I went to my art space a couple of times last week. I finished my new painting. It was a painting I didn't finish. Last time I painted on this one was around a year ago, and I'm really glad I did though. It turned out fine actually. I put it on social media, also on TikTok, and had around 900 views and 54 likes. That isn't bad actually. For me, that's really a lot. I also put it on YouTube, on X, also known as Twitter, and on Instagram. I even tried to sell some of my paintings, but I didn't succeed in that. On YouTube I had around 274 views and some new subscribers. At the moment around 392 subscribers. The movies I put on TikTok are the same as on YouTube, by the way. I do want to stick on YouTube though. I'm on that platform for many years already. As you probably know, I made some books I put on Amazon, and they're all about the vlogs I put online on YouTube mostly. Not sure if I will publish a new one though. My latest series is called Diary of an Artist. Schizophrenic artist, that is. We'll decide that in the new year. Anyways, I do like TikTok though. I must admit I have more views on that site. Trying to move on with my life. I'm chronic psychotic and heavy schizophrenic and vlogged about that for many years already. Really down and out. That were some harsh years. It's great to see the difference throughout time, figuring out about life. Being psychotic isn't much fun, losing track all the time without seeing reality, hearing voices, being really sensitive within myself. What is a thought? What is a feeling? How do you perceive reality in a way? Who is you, as I mostly told myself in these different stories about life? Learning about the afterlife and reincarnation helped me out big time. As I told before, my new medicines do work. Feeling more at ease within myself. That is strange to encounter. Some days ago, I enjoyed myself with a bottle of wine. In the end, I was really down and out. Even alcohol can trigger psychosis within myself. I have good days and bad days, but I have to admit, since the increase of clozapine, I do feel better by day. Triggering psychosis is strange to notice. I must admit that taking rest really helps me out big time. I can't cope with crowded situations. Sometimes my thoughts are wide in the open. In the past, I had that daily. Every second of the day actually. Sometimes people are making fun of me, mocking me a bit. I can't do anything about that. It's true. The way how you are from the inside is strange. I believe it are traumas from past lives, learning everything all over again. You don't learn about that in school or at work. Then you really lost all the time. I can't do much yet, but I'm always trying to. As my therapist always tells me, that my glass is half full instead of half empty. I'm always trying to move on. That's strange to notice. Life slipped through my fingers most of the time. A while ago, I went to a medium and she helped me out big time, talking about past lives of mine. In a past life, I was also schizophrenic and a doctor. I didn't listen to myself and committed suicide because I gave wrong diagnosis. It was that bad and I couldn't live with myself, ending your life in the worst case scenario, of course. I needed to know the truth about life, learning about the afterlife and reincarnation. It is the truth eventually. Learning about God is truly amazing, believing in the goodness of humankind as well. Don't do bad things in life. It will come back eventually, and you have to make good for that. She also told me it was a close call in this life as well. I had some thoughts about committing suicide, but I couldn't do that. I believed in the love of the people surrounding me. I don't see many people anymore, but the ones that are left really helped me out big time. I needed my alone time, so to speak. Getting rest in the system, seeing other possibilities in life. I needed to tell my story in a way. Life is really something beautiful. It really is. We are all reincarnated souls, even if you don't believe in such things. We'll learn about that eventually in the future of this life, but also in the future of our next lives. That is the future. Sometimes you're fighting with past lives of yours without realizing it. That isn't a big problem, of course. In the end, we'll learn about these things and move on. New steps within yourself, from this life to others, opening up new stairways to the afterlife. It is really magnificent. In other lives, I had difficulties as well. I already talked about that in the previous vlogs of mine. I think it is an interesting subject. I was a soldier in the First World War, moving through the trenches, then really lost within yourself. You act differently in these surroundings. There is no love whatsoever. When returning back in society, you really lost all the time. Being paranoid all the time. Society isn't always right with many things, but we are getting there. There were also civilizations that were higher than the ones we know nowadays. It are past events mostly that keep us down, moving from the lowest sphere to the highest sphere for each and every one's goods. We can learn from these different lives. We take these societies with us towards new lives in the future, for the better of humankind, not killing each other, opening yourself up to these new and better lives, in better and new societies, not getting stuck in turmoil of life, different point of views, growing higher in the end, then starting all over again. The afterlife is and always be there for us. Try to be a good person and everything will change eventually in that new direction. Letting go of zeitgeist and things like that. You take things with you from past lives to new lives, changing the bricks of the walls we live in, between male and female lives, bricks of the spheres of the afterlife, eventually ending your reincarnation cycle on Earth to go to the highest spheres of the afterlife. You will grow higher eventually before traveling to new planets as energy with your twin soul. To learn about that is really a blessing. We move through the universe then, where only love will rule. You can build new places in the afterlife to make that your home. These new bricks will make you grow higher as the new standard of life, learning to be you in truthful feelings within the love of God. Alrighty, that was it for this week. A small one this time. I would say have a really great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.